Yo, what's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Adon Unfiltered. You already know how I'm rocking. Cut off stock and keep the cushion in my pocket, man. Today we got Hello Yasin, Academics, and Polo G's streaming career. First off, how the fucking Academics and Polo G's streaming career? It's his streaming career, and only he can decide to end it by quitting. Academics don't got no power over nobody, nigga. This nigga don't own Twitch, he don't own Kick. So what the fuck can he do? So let me go ahead and figure out what the fuck I seen talking about. Uh, let's get into it, man.
Academics did not have to do Polo G like this because he ended the man's streaming career on arrival immediately. And it all started with this clip that has resurfaced recently, but it is very relevant to what we're going to talk about today.
The streamer job, especially if you're a rapper already, the streamer job is going to pay you less. So people just either trade careers or they stop doing. Like I haven't seen, pardon my ignorance, I haven't seen much from Polo G recently. I haven't. It doesn't feel like he's having a musical output like he used to, like a few years ago.
That's literally not true. Oop, I turned off my light. Oopsies. But that's literally not true because I just reacted to multiple Polo G songs. I reacted to his song Clap. He's got features. I reacted to his song, hold on. Weight on My Shoulders. This dropped 2 weeks ago. Clap dropped a month ago. And he dropped the album, DDG Polo G Not Friendly 2 months ago. 3 weeks ago. And then he dropped the album less than a year ago. Half a year ago. It's 5 months ago. So it's like, what the fuck are we talking about? His musical output hasn't been. I mean, he did just say he was not tapped in, but then you can't say that if you're not tapped in.
Now I'm finding out he's on a live stream with 160 people. This is what I would tell Polo G, and I keep it being with everybody. Polo G, with all due respect, maybe you're nice at 2K. You don't have the personality for being a streamer. You're not Blueface. You're also not willing to probably bring that much. You know why Blueface is great? The only people good at streaming, and this is why y'all used to call, not y'all in terms of Polo G, but this is why people call streamers losers, is because
pretty sure Polo G was
down
one
to
of
be
them
the butt
niggas.
of the joke. They know the audience wants to find the joke. And
I
at
agree.
certain times, you're the butt of the joke.
I agree.
Whether it's sometimes the audience laughing with.
I do have to agree. This nigga Polo G think he too cool for streaming, and yet he doing the streaming. It's like niggas don't want to fuck with that because you clearly doing this shit just for the money. Why the fuck do my damn light keep on? Shit about to piss me off. Just like these damn ads about to piss me off.
With me, a lot of times they laugh at me. Blueface will put the embarrassing moment on camera. Most rappers live off image and like this invisible aura they've built up. They don't want to embarrass themselves or, they're still very, contained in their personality and their rapper image. That doesn't work in streamer world. So this is what I would tell Polo G. Polo G, I don't think I'm calling a spade a spade. I don't think he has the personality.
I think you could still make content without really embarrassing yourself. Like, if I had to give an example, I would say somebody like DJ Ghost. DJ Ghost makes content without embarrassing himself, for real. Mac Moolah make content without. I mean, he might crack a joke here and there. He might pull up in a costume here and there. But I don't think Mac Moolah really, for the most part, embarrasses himself. Like you could do You could do content without embarrassing yourself.
What I think he is a good musician.
I just don't think bro cares about the streaming shit for real, and that's what's killing his career, not Academics.
And I think
Academics is just telling the truth.
Sitting in there trying to stream, get in the studio, brother. Get in the studio, go make a music video. Your actual
stream
job
you
that's
making
gotten
music.
you this millions, that's still where your talent lies.
So here, Akademiks delivers a
Why
couple
not
of points.
stream
He's
making
reacting
music
to
like
Polo G's first
like what
stream
Max does?
and talking about Streamer University. And, well, not his first ever stream, but this stream that he's talking about here was from June 19th, I believe. And he streamed for 1 hour and he averaged 187 views. And this is the only stream in the past
That's
3
not
months.
bad.
And people were clowning him. They're like, yo, you're at 160 viewers and you got to go to Streamer University. But fair enough, he was like, nah, come on, man, I only got 160 viewers in here. Like, I gotta grind it up a little bit before I do something like
and
that.
he just
Well,
started
this was
streaming.
Akademiks' reaction to that, and he gives a couple of good points, which is you do kind of got to be shameless.
And he
I don't
is very
think it's just
inconsistent.
being shameless to be a live streamer. However, Polo G does not have the personality. He is too much of a cool
Street
guy.
nigga.
Like, if you're a street guy, like I've said this before, like a finesse 2 times can make it. Like a Blueface, he's a street guy, he can make it. But if you're too concerned with your image and this curated image that you have and that people have of you
Right.
that's attached
And
to your
and it's like, bro, Polo G trying to act all extra cool and shit, but like from your music, gang, I could tell you really just a regular nigga, bro. The way you describe your music, the way you describe the way that the pain that the streets brought to you, nigga. The way you describe how you felt, like you had to overcome the generational curses. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you really just a regular nigga that's not overly concerned with being tough and shit. But for some reason, motherfuckers always gotta uphold an image of being tough on the internet. I don't understand it.
your music, then you're not going to be willing to do what it takes to make it as a streamer. But after Akademiks gave him
But
this
then again,
advice,
I don't
it
know
looks like
Polo
he
G
his
as a
career
person.
because Polo G has not gone live since. He went live for an hour, got 100 and some viewers, and said, "Damn, I'm not going back live." And I think it's not the bullying, but people's feedback after this that caused him to say, man, if people are just going to clown me for my numbers, I can't even get on here and try to have fun with this, then this ain't worth it. And even in his VOD, you can see that this guy didn't even know how to title the stream. He was fresh to this. It says stream via RTMP, OBS, vMix, Zoom with Restream. So he didn't even title his stream. He just hopped on there
Yeah, that's
randomly.
kinda
So he
crazy.
should be happy with the
But
amount
like-
of viewers
but
that
like-
he got.
3K views after you know what I'm saying? That's not bad. And it's like, okay, he got 196 views. But like gang, 100 people that listen to your opinion is a lot of people, bro. A lot of people that a lot of 100 people that pull up to you and like really like you could really sit up here and chat with 100 people for over 10 hours easily. And not get bored. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so what? You're not getting a ton of numbers. Like, they're all damn near artificial, anyways, bruh. It's like, okay, so what's the difference between if your chat is like, you see 100 people right here, right? It's like 50 niggas right here chatting and shit versus I don't know, 3,000. 3,000 niggas, you can't even read the chat to how fast it's going. So I would rather stream to like a decent amount of people than stream to thousands and thousands and thousands of people because I can't even have that connection with my viewers like that. And I know that the niggas who actually pulled up when I first started are my real fans.
But everybody's going to pay attention to him. And really, the only thing that matters is were the viewers, the 160 people that were there for Polo G's live stream, did they enjoy it? Because
exactly.
if the answer is yes, then there's a lot more where that 160 came from. My opinion, or other people's opinion that just saw a short clip of 2 minutes doesn't matter because they're not going to watch Polo G's live stream. With that being said, this brings forth the larger conversation of music artists and streaming. And Doja Cat is also somebody that streams.
I just want to do it quick because I'm excited. Yeah, I'm digging my ass.
Real cocktails, perfectly mixed.
Who's watching a Doja Cat stream, man? I mean, she's got a very interesting personality, but I had no idea she streamed. I knew Ice Spice streamed every now and then.
Well,
These
chunks
niggas
down
really
there.
just trying to get this bag, huh?
I put them in my pocket. I'm gonna save them for later to chew on.
That's a crazy thing to say.
It's very hairy, so I can save my chunks on a vine of my pubes,
Ew.
like grapes, and I can pick the chunks off.
Yo, what
Give them
the
a little nice
fuck?
snacking later.
Ew. What are you talking about, Doja?
You digging in your butt, twin? Exactly.
I mean, I know it's jokes, but that I don't even know if that's a funny
I
joke.
cannot count how many pubes I have on my butthole. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. I don't know how many I have.
Same, same.
Yeah, so when you're talking about not caring, being willing to be the butt of the joke, I think
She
this is taking it
definitely
to the
is.
extreme. She's willing to be, well, she's actually digging in the behind, as she said with this clip. But this clip actually came
That's
on my
crazy.
feed after I got done doing a session of lurking on Ski Master Slump God's Twitch stream, actually.
Hey,
I just
Ski
randomly
Mask is one of them rappers with the personality for sure. For sure.
sit there sometimes and lurk and just watch for an hour or two. He streams here and there. I remember posting a clip on my ex of him like playing around with this guitar while he was recording for his upcoming album. And I thought to myself, I'm like, why can I enjoy Ski Mask? Because keep in mind, Ski Mask is partially a live streamer now. He's done collaborations with other live streamers. He was on the Mr. Beast live streamer video where he got a ton. He made it to like top 2 or top 3, or did he? No, I don't think
Yeah,
he
he was
won.
top
I think
3.
Your
He was
Rage
top
won.
3.
But this thing comes onto my feed at the same time, and it made me think, well, we don't think Doja Cat is lame. We don't clown Doja Cat for her viewers on stream, which she does get a lot. She gets several thousand viewers, and I don't think she's botting. We don't clown Ski Mask for the views that he gets on stream. I know he doesn't get that many. And we don't laugh at them for streaming. I was like, why is that? So it made me think a little bit, and I put together this tweet, which I will expand on here. I said, Doja Cat and Ski Mask are the only 2 artists I've seen that suffer 0 aura loss from live streaming. The rest of you guys look like you're begging for crumbs of clout. There's this weird thing where you can see a lot of rappers get involved with streams or try to stream, and you can tell that it's out of desperation. They're trying to enter a space that isn't them. It's the equivalent of Slim Jesus trying to be a drill rapper. You're like, yo, that's not you. That doesn't fit you right. And it just, not only does it not look right, you don't carry it right. But with Doja Cat and Ski, it feels effortless. And their history suggests that it is. Post Malone is also an honorable mention, but partially because he came into making music living in a Minecraft streamer house over a decade ago. And I don't know how often he streams anymore, but it does say something that he was consistent with it before it became the most popular thing. And I think this was at a time during maybe 2020 when he moved to Utah. I don't know if he still lives in Utah, but he built this huge streaming PC and he was really into it. T-Pain is another person that I would say doesn't suffer an aura loss, and people just focused on the whole aura loss thing. But the main thing is congruence. It doesn't feel congruent for a lot of these people to hop in, and a lot of them hop in because they see a headline where they think that there's a lot of money to be made. If you are a rapper that fell off, you will make no money streaming. That's already, let's just set that straight. If you are a poppin' rapper right now, you will not make enough money streaming for it to make sense for you to invest the time into it either. So there's really no reason for an artist rapper to stream unless
I definitely could see a fell off rapper making because technically speaking, I would say Ski Mask the Slump God fell off. I would say T-Pain fell off. But like I'm pretty sure if Ski Mask the Slump God was very consistent in streaming, he would make some bank.
Find it fun. Like, for example, Doja Cat, right? Why, and when I said their history suggests that it makes sense for them, Doja Cat got on partially because of that Moo song. She was embedded into internet culture, memes. She was on live stream. She was on Tiny Chats. This was live streaming for free with a couple of other random people, that some of them that she didn't even know, just going into these different random chat rooms. So Doja Cat was already doing that. She is shameless. She's done live. She interacts. She overshares, and she fits right into this culture. She came up in it. So when she's streaming, if you didn't know it was Doja Cat, you would think like, damn, to be fair, Doja Cat is an elite streamer. Like, I'm not talking about this specific clip. I've actually gone into a Doja Cat stream and just watched for an hour. It is very entertaining.
It's funny because I'm not staying around for an hour watching anybody's stream. Maybe like I'm Dante or something, or maybe my nigga Astro Dior, but like I'm not sitting around watching a nigga stream for over an hour game. Especially not Doja Cat.
Like when female streamers who it's their job and has
Damn, I
been for
love
10
Pokey,
plus
bro. She
years,
is
you
so
put an
bad.
hour of their content and next to an hour of Doja Cat's, and you're like, wow, Doja Cat blows you guys out of the water. With Ski Mask, I don't think, and this is also another thing, if a rapper is streaming all the time, it kind of harms the topic of their music, because like, let's say they're a street rapper. Well, unless you're K-Flock and you're on IG Live streaming and getting into shootouts, that, you know, you could rap about that. That's going to fit into your music. But if you're just sitting there playing games, it's hard for people to be like, well, you're making trap music, but we see you on the game, or we see you just doing IRLs. What's going on here? Well, it doesn't add up. Or we see you in the studio. I think seeing them in the studio and losing the magic of it, for some artists, it's not a good idea. For some, it can work. So there's also that part. But with the Ski Mask, why I don't think it affected his music either, or what I think of his music, is because Ski Mask's music, it's kind of like there isn't this persona with it. It's just like he'll rap about Cartoon Network, he'll rap about different like cartoons, animes, just general culture.
Keeping you hydrated is kind of our thing.
And it's like, Ski Mask music ain't even really popping like that no more. So it's like, you know, he could do that. He still got that face. He's still very well known. And they got that clout, but like the music itself ain't really popping like that. So it makes sense to me.
Like relationships here and there. It's like fun music that aligns perfectly with streaming too. So you're not going to be like, oh, this guy is streaming, his music is lame now, because then you wouldn't have really liked his music in the first place. And Ski Mask is a natural at this because he's been doing this for damn near 10 years. Like if you guys remember early XXXTentacion like videos, this guy would be playing like games like, what was it? It wasn't H1Z1. I think PUBG.
I mean, not
like
a
he would be
dweeb,
playing
a weeb.
PUBG is not PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. It is not a game that a rapper would be playing, or just like any mainstream regular person. Like, you know, there's the 2Ks, there's the sports games, all the sports ball games. There's the fighting games, I guess you could say, like some UFC stuff, and hell, like GTA, right? But like one layer below that would have been a PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and Ski was cool with them. I think Ski was also very involved in Apex Legends when that was a thing, and he was doing this off stream. So he was spending all this time playing the game off stream, and I think he was quite good at it, like one of the higher ranks in the game. So he was competitive in the game. He was doing this off stream, and he was also an entertainer in his personality and his music. So you put all those things together, and it makes for a good streamer. Now, is he one of the biggest streamers views wise? No, but I don't think he's doing it for the money. I don't think he's doing it because he sees it as an opportunity. I think he finds it fun, and you can see that if you actually sit there and watch a stream. Like if you enjoy watching streams at all, just tune into him for an hour or an hour and a half or something like that, and you're gonna feel like, oh, this is a chill environment. Like I kind of like it here. That's why I lurk there sometimes. Well, I lurk a lot of places. And a couple of other names that I can think of, like I said, a T-Pain, it makes sense. T-Pain is sharing stories. That's one thing that's advantageous for a lot of these artists that especially if tryhards, because like for example, Playboy Carti, while his brand seems effortless, he's trying very hard. He's curating exactly what comes out about him. He's trying to manage what doesn't come out about him. He is making sure every time he's seen outside, he's wearing a certain thing. So he's trying very hard. But with like a Ski Mask, with a Doja Cat, that's really just them. With a T-Pain, right? Like he'll share embarrassing stories. He doesn't care. Like he's gone broke. He's gotten rich. He's gone broke again. And he'll share those stories. Like a Polo G or a Lil TJ, right? Like these guys, they see being laughed at or in a position where they're not being admired or adored as taking an L. And if you have that type of mentality, it doesn't come across well on live streaming, and it's not really relatable. But granted, Lil TJ and Polo G's music, it doesn't fit well with streaming. It's like you guys are better off just continuously making music. And like I said, the timing of things. Like Ski Mask had experimented with streaming or posting like game videos
like,
many years ago before it was seen as an opportunity. And he didn't. And he also did very well with Aiden Ross, I believe. Like they kicked it many years ago. And I, as somebody that's awaiting Ski Mask's next album, and I enjoyed Ski Mask's last album, I just had to share this thought because there's a lot of like, the intersection of rapping and streaming is something that we're seeing a lot of, mostly because rap and hip hop overall dictated a lot. Someone thinks that they're going to come in front of a live streaming audience and
Honestly, yeah, that's about it for the video for me, man. If you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Shout out, hello, y'all seen extras, man. And yeah, we out, man.